स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar to all of you. Welcome to the study of the science of worship or significance of worship. In the last session, we had completed the process of Dasha Upachara Puja. So, in the Dasha Upachara Puja, the whole of the puja process is now completed. Now, I am taking up another aspect of worship which is called Pancha Upachara Puja. The purification process from the Achamana to the Pita Puja will be common. So, I will not go to repeat it again. So, I will just directly go to the Karanyasa Anganyasa after the Manasa Puja, which will be a little different. So, other than that, in the Panchopachara Puja, everything will be the same. Now, only the items given is reduced. There, Upachara, we had the 10. Now it is 5 only. So, we'll go to the significance of this, and by that we can also know what is the idea behind Dashopachara, Panchopachara, Shodashopachara, and all those things. I will take you through that process of Pancha Upachara Puja. So, first I will just give you an introduction to Panchopachara Puja. We have already learned the Dasha Upachara 10, which we do the Nitya Upasana, but if people cannot do it for the Dashopachara and items may be less, so how can we reduce it to still lesser? So we are dealing it with today, and also we will know what is the significance of this Upachara, what is the meaning of Upachara. So now generally the term Upachara means offerings or Seva, service. 10 kinds of service to the Lord, 5 kinds of service to the Lord, 16 kinds. So let us see the internal meaning, what is the significance, what is the thing behind it, everything. So, devoted offerings of various items to the deity following the dhyana, meditation and mental worship. So, first we will do the puja from Achmana up to the mental worship, Manasika puja. Then afterwards we are going to do the proper Dravya Upachara with all the external items. So now we have completed for all the processes up to the mental worship. Now let us see what is this Upacharas. The number of items offered may vary according to the means, your availability, the time. Now because of the COVID and pandemic, it may not be available, you can't go out. So what can be done with very little things, you can do the puja. You can even do it with your mind, mental worship itself, or else you can do the Dasha Upachara or Shodasha Upachara, imagining all those things and giving only water or akshata or flower, whatever is available. So the Lord sees your heart, not the items. So your feeling is bhavana. Bhava is very, very important. So now let us see what is this Upachara. The number of items offered may be varying according to the means availability. It could be fivefold, that is Pancha Upachara. Pancha means 5, Upachara is what I am going to explain now, or a tenfold Dasha Upachara, which we have now learnt thoroughly. So I will also go through the Shodasha Upachara Puja, 16-fold another type offerings. Depending upon the nature of worship and the results thereof, what kind of result do you want? It can also vary, not only Pancha Upachara, Dasha Upachara, Shodasha Upachara Puja. There are also other things like 7-fold Sapta, 12-fold Dvadasha, 18-fold Ashtadasha offerings is also enjoined. The attitude behind, what is this behind this, all these Upachara varieties, the number of Upacharas? The attitude behind worship in the worship of the deity is similar to our attitude when we offer things to a beloved person, respected guest who has come to your house, worthy of great reverence, Varenya, who visits our home. This idea is very clear from the sequence of articles offered and from the corresponding mantras for each article. But then these are all external offerings, but should know the meaning of upachara. In Sanskrit, the word for offering is upachara, which essentially means that upa means near, achara, that which takes one near God. See, all the items, technical items in Sanskrit are so wonderful. Upavasa, living near God. Upanishad. Now here, upachara. What is the meaning of upachara? The very idea is clear. The Sanskrit word for offering is upachara, which essentially means that which takes the aspirant near God, that which takes one near God. That the literal meaning is that which takes one near. So what are we going to near to God? We are doing upachara to the Lord. So these are all the things by which upachara means the services, the work I do, which takes me closer and closer to God. That is called upachara. So the rest you can imagine and do whatever you want. The important thing is you should go very near to God. That is the meaning of upachara. If these offerings are made to the deity with love and devotion, they take the spiritual aspirant near the deity's presence and hence the name upachara. So we have clearly understood what is the meaning of upachara. Just as there are differences like gross and subtle things in creation, we all know that sukshma, sthula. So likewise, gross things and subtle things in creation, offerings also can be divided as gross and subtle. In the order of creation, the grossest manifestation of Brahman, the Lord who is Nirakara Nirguna, without any form, name, without any attributes, beyond, who is the cause of all these, is the repository of all these, guna, name, form, all this creation, everything is the source of the universe. Not that he doesn't have it, he is beyond all this, he is the source of all this. That is the idea. So Parabrahma Swarupa, pure consciousness, now when he manifests as this universe, the first manifestation, the gross elements were Brahman. In the order of creation, the grossest manifestation of Brahman or God is the Pancha Mahabhuta. 5 elements, Pancha Mahabhuta. What are they? Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi. 5 Pancha Mahabhuta, the 5 gross elements. The fivefold upachara, Pancha Upachara, used in the external worship symbolizes these elements. Now sandal paste which we offer to the Lord is symbolic of the earth element, Prithvi, Gandha Tattva. Flower for ether, incense of air, that is Vayu Tattva. Light, the Deepa we give during the puja, Pancha Upachara, is of the fire, Agni Tattva. And Naivedya, the food offering, is indicative of the Jala Tattva. Again, I will go through that. Sandal paste, which we give in the order. The first thing is sandal paste is symbolic of the earth, Prithvi Tattva. Flower of the ether, Gandha Tattva, the Akasha Tattva. Incense, Agarbatti, of the Vayu Tattva. And light of the fire Tattva, Agni. And Naivedya of the water, Jala Tattva. in the opinion of those who know the inner significance of the sadhana, all the objects associated with the body are gross offerings. Those who are enjoined for the ordinary Vaidika Vidhi with all the rituals, people of the mediocre level who are still blooming have started the spiritual life, for them the gross offerings are necessary. So these are enjoined for the mediocre aspirants. All the mental waves or modification of the mind are subtle offerings. Everything, whatever you do, the work, the thought, everything you do in your life has to be offered to God, and that is the highest. So all the mental waves or modifications is vritti. Modifications of the mind is vritti, chitta vritti. All the mental waves or modifications of the mind are subtle offerings. These are meant for aspirants capable of grasping subtle things. The aspirant of the highest order offers to the deity still higher, the Atman, his own self. He offers his own self to the Paramatman. That is the union, that is yoga, that is samadhi. So, the aspirant of the highest order offers to the deity his Atman, the self. Now, this is the idea of upachara. So, I gave you the idea of pancha upachara. Upachara means the service which will take you nearer to God. That which takes one's near, that is upachara. Here to God, we are doing upachara to the Ishtadevata. Now, we came to know what is pancha upachara, five-fold service by which we can go nearer to God. It is the indicative of the five elements, the grossest expression of Parabrahman, the Pancha Mahabhutas, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa, Prithvi, Teja, all that is being offered to the Lord. So now the highest aspirant will offer his own self. Still loya, it is offering all the activities, all the modifications of our mind, chitta vritti, everything, thoughts to God. The highest is offering your own self, surrendering yourself to the Lord. So one more idea in this concept is that of archana, or the preliminary worship of upachara itself. After the initial purification, upachara ought to be worshipped and thus divinized. In fact, even the flowers and all the articles used for worship, and wherever we sit, the asana, the door, the altar, the room which we worship, everything is purified. So, including the flower used for worship should first be worshipped. Worshipping them with the mantra salutation to the all-pervading Vishnu, the Lord. So, Om Ete Ganta Pushpe, we give it to the manifestation of Vishnu from everything has come. We do that in the Shodashopachara Puja. We worship every article first with the name of Vishnu, then Sampradhanebhyo Namaha, the deity which we are going to offer. So everything will be first offered to that and then divinized and then offered to the Lord. The worshipper should imagine that the flower are of the nature of Vishnu, who is their Lord. The mind of the worshipper should thus be filled with the idea of divine presence in everything. So before offering, we give that, all the gross things. So pancha upachara, we have got the idea of what is meant by the pancha upachara. Now we shall take up pancha upachara. Now the dasha upachara was taken up with Ramakrishna. Now we will take up the pancha upachara, the five type of worship, fivefold worship to Sri Sharada Devi. So that there will be some difference. You will come to know what are the different mantras. Here you will get an idea how it is done to feminine deity. The mantras, how will it change when you do to a female deity. Earlier it was Ramakrishna, so it was all mantras would be in masculine. So now it is feminine. So just for the change, so that you can know how the mantra changes, You will get an idea how it is for Strilinga and Pullinga, masculine and feminine, and you can be familiar with that. So we will do the Pancha Upachara from or to Sharda Devi. Now, like that, the Pancha Upachara can be done to Shiva, Narayana, Ganesha, Subramanya, Rama, Krishna, anything. Same thing, only the mantras and the name will change. Simple thing, every other thing will be the same. So now we are taking up the Puja, Dasha Upachara Puja of Sri Sharada Devi. Now worship of Sri Sharada Devi with 5 items. So now we will put the slides where the mantras and the way the worship is done will be expressed there in detail. Now first, when you are doing the puja, you have to clean the image or the photo of the Holy Mother Sri Sharda Devi or whichever deity you are going to worship. Do the Pancha Upachara Puja with a wet cloth and then the dry cloth. So if there is dust, you will clear it, and after that the wetness will be cleared by a dry cloth and made it just like cleaning or giving a bath to the deity. So clean the picture or the image or the idol of Holy Mother Sharda Devi or whichever deity you are going to worship with a wet cloth and then with a dry cloth. Decorate it with flowers and sandal paste. That is, you can put the gandha or the vibhuti or the namam or whatever. Decorate it with flowers. So decorate the image or the photo with flowers and sandal paste and place the photo or the thing on the altar. The altar is to be made ready, that is the pitha. Then perform karanyasa. So now karanyasa varies. That's why here it is starting all the other from the achamana. You have to start with the achamana and all the other purification process up to Pita Puja will be done common to all the pujas. Only in Shodashopachara Puja there will be some extra nyasa consecration and some other more mantras and more deities will be worshipped. All the 5-fold deities in Smartha Vidhi, that is Narayana, Guru, Ganesha, Shiva, Parvati, Surya, all these deities will be worshipped. Panchayatana, Panchopachara will be done in Shodashopachara Puja, all those things will be done. That's a very elaborate process. Now let us now concentrate only on the simpler things, because our aim is to give the significance, the science behind worship. Rituals you can go on expanding. So we'll limit ourselves to simple things. Then after learning the significance, when you get interest, you can do the research and go deeper into it. So now let us concentrate on the Pancha Upachara Puja. For a change, instead of Ramakrishna, we are doing the Pancha Upachara to Mother Sharda Devi, so that the mantra changes. So this will same follow to all the female deities, it will be similar to that. Now from the Achamana to the Pita Puja, it is all common. So now the thing varies. Here the Karanyasa. You know how to do the Karanyasa. We have many times shown in this Dashopachara Puja and also on the special days worship. Kara means hands and the fingers. Kara with the fingers, the hands. Nyasa means consecration, to keep the mantras or the Lord there, establish that and purify our hands, to see God everywhere in our body and outside everywhere, and the deification is done. So first it starts with the thumb, Angushta. So with the forefinger you touch the Angushta, and with the mantra you establish that particular Bija mantra or the mantra or the deity in the thumbs. That is Karanyasa. In that first will be thumb, Angushta, then Tarjani, the index finger, then the middle finger, Madhyama, then the ring finger, Anamika. Nama means name, Anamika means doesn't have a name, Anamika, no name. Anamika, ring finger, then Kanishta, small or little finger. So we have to establish that mantra, then on the whole palm of the hand with the like this. So that process of Karanyasa I am going to now show for Mother Sharda Devi. So the Bija mantra will vary. For Durga it may be different, for Ganesha it will be different, for Krishna it will be Kram, Krim, Kurum, Kram, Kram. That Bija mantra will differ. Now for Mother Sharda Devi, it is Hram. It will start with Hram. Hrim is the exact Bija mantra for Divine Mother. Now Karanyasa, the consecration of all the hands or palms in the finger is consecrated now. So thumb with the forefinger, you touch it and consecrate with the, you feel that that mantra, Bija mantra is being established or consecrated in your thumb. Hram Angushtabhyam Namaha. Angushtam is the thumb. Angushtabhyam Namaha. So like this, both the hands you have to do. Then Hrim, another Bija mantra modification of the Hrim is Hram, then Hrim Tarjanibhyam Swaha. With the thumb, the rest of all the finger will be touched with the thumb, like this. Hrim Tarjanibhyam Swaha. Hrum Madhyamabhyam Vashat. Hrim Anamikabhyam Hum. Hraum Kanishtabhyam Vaushat. Now all the fingers with all the different Bija mantras of the Divine Mother Sharda Devi. For the sake of that puja of Sharda Devi, we have done that Kara. Then the whole hand. Hrah or Hraha. Kara Tala. This is Tala. Prushta below. Kara Tala Prushtabhyam Astraya Pat. Whatever impurity is there, Astraya Pat. When you tell, all that impurity will go away. You are consecrated, purified with all the Bija mantras. Then with Pat you take away all the impurity. So I will again do it. Karanyasa for Sharda Devi's Pancha Upachara Puja. Hram Angushtabhyam Namaha. Hrim Tarjanibhyam Swaha. Hrum Madhyamabhyam Vashat. Hrim Anamikabhyam Hum. Hraum Kanishtabhyam Vaushat. Hraha Karatala Pushtabhyam Astraya Pat. So that is the way the consecration is done. Now we shall learn how to chant the mantra. Now I will tell it to you. You can repeat it after me so that you can practice it slowly. Karanyasaha. That is the nyasa. It comes from kara plus nyasaha. It becomes karanyasaha. Nya is elongated there. Nyasaha. Dirgha. Karanyasaha. So in the Pancha Upachara or Panchopachara Puja of Sharda Devi, worship of Divine Mother Sharda Devi with 5 items. So now Karanyasaha. Now let us repeat the mantra. Have you repeated how to pronounce Karanyasaha or Karanyasa? Please repeat it. Karanyasaha. Okay. Now we will go to the proper thing. So I have shown how to do it with the finger. Now I will teach you only the pronunciation. Hram. H-R-A-M. Hram. Hram Angushtabhyam Namaha. Will you repeat it? Hram Angushtabhyam Namaha. Angushta is the thumb. Angushtabhyam is the case ending. Madhyamabhyam, Angushtabhyam. So that is the of the Angushtabhyam to the Angushta. Hram Angushtabhyam Namaha. Hrim Tarjanibhyam Swaha. Tarjanibhyam Swaha. Hrim Tarjanibhyam Swaha. In some places that Hram, Hrim, Yam will not be ended. In some areas of parts of India, they pronounce it as Hrang. They will stop at the nose, nasal. But some people do it as Hrang. G should not be the ending. It is Rang only at the nasal. Or it can be done to Ma. That is the Panini, that grammar rules. If you are separating it, you can end with Ma. So both way it can be pronounced. Hram or Hrang. Hrim Tarjanibhyam Swaha. That is the Tarjani means the index finger, which you show index finger. Hrum Madhyamabhyam, middle finger. Hrum Madhyamabhyam Vashat. Will you repeat it? Hrum Madhyamabhyam Vashat. Hraim Anamikabhyam Hum. Hraim Anamikabhyam Hum. Ring finger. Anamika is a ring finger which doesn't have a name. Anamika. No name. That is the meaning. Ring finger. Hraum Kanishtabhyam Vaushat. The little finger. Hraum Kanishtabhyam Vaushat. Hraum, Hroum, Hraum or Hraum, Karishtabhyam Vaushat, Hrah or Hrah, Karatala Prishtabhyam Astraya Fat. So now we have completed the performance of Karanyasa for Panchopachara of Mother Sharda Devi. I will do it fast again for your listening with the demonstration. Ram Angushtabhyam Namaha, Hrim Tarjinibhyam Swaha, Hrum Madhyamabhyam Vashat, Hrim Anamikabhyam Hum, Hrum Kanishtabhyam Vashat, Hrah Karatalapshtabhyam Astraya Pat. So now we have completed the Karanyasa. We will go to the next step, that is Anganyasaha. So the slide will be there, the mantras are there. In the Panchopachar Puja of Sharda Devi, we are performing the Anganyasaha. Anga means limbs or body. Nyasa means consecration or keeping well, nicely placing. That is the meaning of Nyasaha. There are two meanings of Nyasa. Nyas Kshipane, to remove. So the impurity and the other things, worldly things, the attitude is removed. Then the divine attitude is placed, consecrated. The two ideas are also there for meaning for Nyasa. Yes, it comes from the Nyas Dhatu. Even the word Sannyasa comes from this word Nyasa. So Anga means body or different parts of the limbs of the body. Kara means hands. So the fingers are also a part of the Kara. So we consecrated down the finger and also the palm and the back of the hand. So now it is Anganyasa. Anga means different limbs of our body. So Anganyasaha. Can you please pronounce that name of the word? Name of the process or step? Anganyasaha. Anganyasaha. Now we will see what is the mantra. We will learn how to chant the mantra. So first limb which we have to consecrate is the heart, our heart of the body, first with the heart. So this is a seat of emotion where the Lord sits. So first with the heart. Hram Hridayaya Namaha. In Hridaya, Hram. So the Bija mantra is consecrated. Hram. So you have to do the how with these three fingers, tip of the three fingers. These three. What are the three? Index, middle, and the Anamika, ring finger. The tip you have to touch the heart. Then you have to tell Hram Hridayaya Namaha. So the heart of the body is now consecrated with Hram. Next it is head consecration, purification of the head with the two, the forefinger, Tarjani, and the middle finger, tip. Hrim Shirase Swaha. Shiras means head. Hrim Shirase Swaha, just touching the head and placing that Bija mantra, consecrating that Bija mantra in the head. Feel it, the mantra has been placed. So it is divinized. So shall we learn the pronunciation? Hrim Shirase Swaha. Hrim Shirase Swaha. Then Shikha. Now the end of the backbone, it comes up straight to the head. The top of the backbone, it ends here. From there the Shikha, the hair, the tuft of hair, which is called Shikha Chuti. So that you can see the Shikha. Different Vedas people will have different type of Shikha. Some people, the Veda, they started from here, half of the head and go down. Other people at the head like this center, and that is the mostly in part of Kerala who are following the Sama Veda. So it will come like this here. From center it will come down like this. Back another Veda like so. By seeing the Shikha, you can see which Vedas they belong to. And the important thing is the covering the Sahasrara, 1000 petal lotus Sahasrara. From there it started. It's a protection to that. So that is the idea of leaving the Shikha. Here's the Sahasrara at the point of Sahasrara. Shikha is shown there. So that is consecrated Shikha, the tuft of hair with the Bija mantra Hrim. How should you do that? Sorry, not Hrim, it is Hrum. HRU elongated Yam. HRU is elongated, that is Dirgha. Hrum. So with the thumb, touching the tip of the thumb to the Shikha like this. Hrum Shikhayai Vashat, tuft of hair. Then Hrim Kavachayahum. Kavacha is the shoulders, or Kavacha exactly meaning the shield. covering the chest portion is called kavacha, the armor. So how will you do? With both the tip of the 5 fingers like this, but in a crisscrossed way. You touch both the joining part of the arms with the hands, the shoulder like this. Hraim is the bija mantra. Kavachaya home, two shoulders. Tip of all the 5 fingers touching it. Hrum, or sorry, it is Hraim Kavachaya home. Hraim Kavachaya home. Then we have the 2 eyes and one more at this. This is called the third eye, Agna Chakra, the eye of the knowledge, eye of the knowledge. So the 3 fingers like this. The forefinger touching one of the eyes, the ring finger touching another eyes, then the middle finger touching the third eye. That is the Agna Chakra like this. So how are we to pronounce the mantra and consecrate that? Hraum Netratrayaya Vaushat. Hraum Netratrayaya Vaushat. This is the, you have to consecrate that bija mantra on the 2 eyes and then the third eye. That is Agna Chakra. Hraum Netratrayaya Vaushat. Then Hrah Karatala Prishtabhyam Astra. I've heard the same earlier how we did it. Hraha or Hrah Karatala Prishta, backside. Karatala Prishtabhyam Astraya. But clap like this with these 2 fingers. Hrah Karatala Prishtabhyam Astraya Phat. This is the way. So now we have finished how to do Anganyasa or Anganyasa. What is that? Consecration of the limbs of the body. That is the meaning. So I will do it fast so that you can see the whole thing process. Hram Hridayaya Namaha. Hrim Shirse Swaha. Hrum Shikayai Vashta. Hraim Kavachaya Hum. Hraum Netrabhyam Vaushat. Netratrayaya Vaushat. Hrah Karatala Prishtabhyam Astraya Phat. Netratraya, the 3 eyes. So Hraum Netratrayaya Vaushat. Hrah Karatala Prishtabhyam Astraya Phat. So I think you have learned the chanting. Again I will make you chant that mantras. Please will you tell Anganyasaha, Anganyasaha. And how to do the mantras. I have shown how to do perform. Now you can learn how to chant the mantras. Hram Hridayaya Namaha. Hram Hridayaya Namaha. That you are touching the heart with the 3 tip of the 3 fingers. Hrim Shirase Swaha with the 2 finger tip of the 2 fingers. Hrim Shirase Swaha. Hrum Shikayai Vishat with the edge of the thumb. Hrum Shikayai Vashat. Hrum Shikayai Vashat. Hraim Kavachaya Hum. Hraim Kavachaya Hum. Hraum Netratrayaya Vaushat. Hraum Netratrayaya Vaushat. The 3 eyes. Now finally it is Hraha Karatala Prishtabhyam Astraya Phat. Hraha or Hrah Karatala Prishtabhyam Astraya Phat. So we have completed the Anganyasa of the Panchopachar Puja, the 5 article worship of Mother Sharda Devi. We are going to the next step, that is Dhyana, meditation. So what is the process of meditation? In the Panchopachar Puja of Holy Mother Sharda Devi, Dhyanam means meditation. What are we to do? We have to take a red flower if it is available, because for the Divine Mother likes red flower. Sharda Devi also, you take, if it is available, red hibiscus, you take red flower. Or else if it is not there, any flower. So take a red flower if available, or any other flower. And how is it to be taken? In the Kurma Mudra. Dip it in the sandal paste. So you have to take it in Kurma Mudra. These 2 fingers in the hand, right palm, the middle finger and the ring finger in between. You have to keep, suppose, let us imagine there is a flower. So here, in this thing, keep it like this. Then you have to place it like this. First you have to take the flower. Suppose this is the flower. Place it in between these 2 fingers of the right hand, the middle finger and the ring finger. Then fold it like this. Then keep the hand like this. The left hand, place it, the flower with that. fold the three fingers like this. Then the small finger of the upper hand, the right hand, we're placing on the tarjani or the forefinger. Then the forefinger of the right hand will touch the thumb. Then the thumb will be going back. So see, this way, and this way, and this way. And keep it near the heart. At the heart, because you are meditating on the heart lotus, it should be kept near the heart. This is the way we have to do dhyana with the flower. If you have red flower, you can keep it, or any other flower. I've shown this is the process. This is the mudra of dhyana mudra. Okay, kurma mudra. It's called kurma mudra also. Why is that kurma? What is meant by kurma? What was the shape almost resembling? It was like a tortoise. Why tortoise? So in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna, in one of the slokas, is telling about taking your mind away from the outer sense objects and also taking back thing from the indriyas. You tuck it inside on the Lord who is in the heart. Concentrate. So just like kurma anga kurmonganiva sarvashaha. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, kurmonganiva sarvashaha. Just like the tortoise withdraws all its two forelegs and the hind legs and the head, 5. See, it is just like the 5 organs, sense organs. So there also the tortoise has 5. 2 forelegs, 2 hind legs and the head. It tucks in, it takes it inside. Likewise, and inside that shell, protective shell, and the enemy cannot disturb it at all. Whatever, even if it is chopped or broken, try to hit hard, it's so hard, nothing happens. So tuck in. Like that, we have to take all our mind, which has gone through the 5 senses, to this world of enjoyment, and it is getting distracted. That's why we cannot see God. So while meditation, withdraw the mind and place it at the heart. So for that, the kurma mudra. That's the idea of kurma mudra. Just like the tortoise, withdraw all the mind going out through the 5 indriyas, just like the tortoise 5 limbs, and place it inside, in the heart, in the Lord. Whomever the Ishtadevata you are worshipping, you have to place that mind, not allowing. So all the time you are in kurma mudra, you should be aware of that. The mind should not be allowed to go through the indriyas, the 5 senses outside. It's blocked now, just like the tortoise. That is the idea of dhyana mudra. Now taking red flower, if available, or any other flower with kurma mudra. I told about the kurma mudra and how to do it. I even demonstrated it. Meditate in the heart on a luminous form. Luminous means right, luminosity, bright with light, as if it's covering with light. Anything which is divine is always in light. So luminous form of Sharda Devi. So you have to imagine the mother. And this dhyana mantra also will help you. That is also giving the details of that particular deity. The dhyana mantra of any deity will give you how that deity looks like. So here Sharda Devi's dhyana mantra is given. We shall now learn to chant that. What is that? First I will just go on through that 2 shlokas, because today I can't take up all the shlokas, all the verses of the meditation of Mother Sharda Devi, because of the time. Even then I can chant it, but I can teach you and give the meaning in the next session. First I will chant the whole mantra. There are only 2 verses here, printed in English, transliterated. I will chant all the 4 verses and also the another verse. What is that? Om Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham Sukhasinam Kripamayim Prasanna Vadanam Devim Dvibhujam Sthiralochanam. All that is given there in that first stanza, verse. Om Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham Sukhasinam Kripamayim Prasanna Vadanam Devim Dvibhujam. So there is a mistake in the word there. While typing mistake is there. It is not Dvidujam. D has been added. It should be Dvibhu. Dvibhujam, Bhu. Dvidujam doesn't have any meaning, so that is the wrong thing there. It has been typed wrongly. If it is can be the person who has done it can be correcting it now itself, it's better. Otherwise, it will be remaining there forever. So, Dvibhu, Bhu, Dvibhujam. It is not Dvidu, it is Dvibhu. Bhujam is the shoulders, Dvibhujam. Dvibhujam. So then, continuing forward, Prasannavadanam Devim Dvibhujam Sthiralochanam Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham Sukhasinam Kripamayim Prasannavadanam Devim Dvibhujam Sthiralochanam. Next verse is Alulayita Keshardha Vakshasthala Alulayita Keshardha Vakshaha Alulayita Keshardha Vakshaha Sthala Vimanditam Sthala Vimanditam. When Visarga comes, the two dots Visarga, it is Vakshaha. When we are joining that, then the Visarga will go away. In some cases it transformed into different sounds. Here it goes away, Visarga will go away and the stress will be introduced. For example, Alulayita Kesharda Vakshasthala. Vakshasthala. So that Visarga is taken away and you stress it. The next word and the previous word. Alulayita Kesharda Vakshasthala Vimanditam. Otherwise, if you have to separate it, Alulayita Kesharda Vakshaha Sthala Vimanditam. Vakshasthala. So it is stressed there. That's all. To remove that, you have to stress it. Alulayita Kesharda Vakshasthala Vimanditam. Then Shweta Vastra Vrutardangam. Shweta Vastra Vrutardangam. Shweta Vastra Avruta Angam. Angam. Hema Alankara Bhushitam. Hema Alankara Bhushitam. Hema means gold. Shweta means white. Vastra means cloth. Avruta means covered. Angam means body. Hema means gold. Alankara means the abharana. It is decorated. Bhushitam. So that has been decorated. The body is decorated with some golden ornaments, bangles and necklace. So that is why Hema Alankara Bhushitam. So next, the shloka is not typed there. We will put that the next class, but I am going to chant it. Swakrodanyasta hastancha Gnana Bhakti Pradayini. Swakrodanyasta hastancha Gnana Bhakti Pradayini. Shubhram Jyotirmayim. Shubhram Jyotirmayim. Jiva Papa Santapaharinim. Jiva Papa Santapaharinim. Ramakrishna Gata Pranam. Ramakrishna Gata Pranam. Tannama Shravana Priyam. Tannama Shravana Priyam. Tadbhava Ranjita Karam. Tadbhava Ranjita Karam. Jaganmatru Swarupinim. Jaganmatru Swarupinim. Next verse. Snehamayim Shivam Shantam Bhukti Mukti Pradayinim. Snehamayim Shivam Shantam Bhukti Mukti Pradayinim. Sarva Jiva Tranakartri. Sarva Jiva Tranakartrim. Sarva Jiva Tranakartrim. Saradam Gnanadayinim. Saradam Gnanadayinim. So this is the meditation verse of Mother Sharda Devi. So I have explained and I have chanted it, the whole thing. Again I will chant it together, a little speedy way. Om Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastam Sukhasinam Kripamayim Prasanna Vadanam Devim Dvibhujam Sthiralochanam Alulayita Kesharda Vakshasthala Vimanditam Shweta Vastra Vrutardangam Hemalankara Bhushitam Swakrodanyasta Hastancha Gnana Bhakti Pradayinim Shubhram Jyotirmayim Jiva Papa Santapaharinim Shubhram Jyotirmayim Jiva Papa Santapaharinim Ramakrishna Gata Pranam Ramakrishna Gata Pranam Tannama Shravana Priyam Tannama Shravana Priyam तद्भावरञ्जिताकारां जगन्मातृस्वरूपिणीं स्नेहमयीं शिवां शान्तां भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदायिनीं सर्वजीवत्राणकर्त्रीं शारदां ज्ञानदायिनीं. So this is the way it is to be chanted. So because we have typed the two verse, I will now go through that verse. You can chant it with me. After that I will be telling the meaning of that verse. Om Om Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastam. Dhyaye, I will meditate. Chittaha, mind. Sarojastham, I will meditate Mother Sharda Devi in my mind. How? Saroja means Kamala Pushpa or the lotus. Sarojastham, in the lotus, as if Mother is sitting in the lotus. Sukhasinam, in a very comfortable asana. Just like we sit folding our legs. If you fold it in this way, both crisscross, that is Padmasana. Only one leg like this, crisscross, that is Ardha. So it is called Sukhasina. That asana is called Sukhasina. So Mother is sitting in Sukhasina on the lotus of your heart in the mind. Meditate in your mind that the Mother, Divine Mother Sharda Devi is being seated in the lotus of your heart. Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham. Will you please chant it? Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham. Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham. So, Dvi Dujam has been corrected, but it has not been put here. The same Dvi Bujam is still there. So, that is already corrected in the notes and it will be put there afterwards. Or if it can be put now itself, the devotees will be benefited. So, it is Dvi Bujam. Dvi Dujam is to be removed and Dvi Bhu, BHU, is to be added. Okay. We will now continue our learning the chanting. Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham. Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham. I have told the meaning. Sukhasinam, in that simple asana, comfortable asana seat, that is called Sukha. Sukha Asina, Sukhasina. That is as we sit on the floor with our folded half Padmasana. That is Sukhasina. Sukhasinam Kripamayim. Kripamayim. Kripa means full of grace, full of compassion. Mayim is covered with. Maya, Mayat Pratyaya means all pervasive. So you are pervasive, completely filled with Kripa. O Mother Sharda Devi, you are sitting. I will meditate in my mind the Padma, in the lotus, Saroja, as if you are sitting in Sukhasina comfortably with your folded legs, Ardha Padmasana in the lotus, and Kripamayim, as if you are filled with compassion. Kripamayim. Then how is your face? Prasanna Vadanam. Vadanam is face. Prasanna means very smiling and pleased. Prasanna, pleased with you. So suppose somebody is pleased and happy with you. The face you can see that's called Prasanna Vadana. The face which is very smiling and happy and it is very soothing and is liking your puja and meditation. So she is very comfortable and she is very benign to you. That is Prasanna Vadanam. Prasanna, pleased with you. Devim, the Divine Mother. Devim, the word Deva comes from Div, that is bright, luminous. Devi means here luminous Divine Mother. Devim, Dvibhujam. So many other deities you can see are having so many arms. Dashabhuja Durga, 10 arms. Ashtabhuja Durga, 8 arms. Chaturbhuja, 4 arms, like that here. But Mother is having, Holy Mother, only 2 arms. So that's why Dvibhujam. Bhuja means arms. So Dve means two. Dvibhujam. Sthira Lochanam. So the eyes is sthira. It's not Kataksha looking on the sides or up or down or closed. So Sthira Lochana, steady eyes. Sthira Lochana, open, steady eyes, looking at you with steady eyes, with soothing looks, the compassionate look, full of compassion, pleased with you. Prasanna Vadanam, Sthira Lochanam. So now, shall we repeat this again with the meaning? You know the meaning now. Om Dhyaye Chittas Sarojastham. Dhyaye Chittaha Sarojastham. Sukhasinam. Sukhasinam. Kripamayim. Kripamayim. Prasannavadanam. Prasannavadanam. Devim. Full of light. Devim. Dvibhujam. Two arms only. Dvibhujam. Bhuja. Dvibhujam. Sthira Lochana. The eyes are steady, looking at you, steady, looking at you with compassion. Sthira Lochanam. So the next verse is Alulayita. Alulayita. Keshardha. Vakshaha. So now the hairs of Divine Mother Sharda Devi is not braided. They are now as it is. See, there are two types. You braid the hairs or you leave your hairs flowing. So that flowing hairs without braiding, that is called Alulayita. So the hairs are falling down without any braid. It is all falling down like this. Alulayita Kesha Ardha. So the half of the hairs, some portion of the hairs is behind, some portion are falling here on the up to the navel. Vaksha. Vaksha is chest. On the chest it is flowing down. Vakshaha. Sthala. Vaksha Sthala is the heart. Vaksham is heart. So below the heart it's going down. The hairs from the head are falling like this at one portion, going down, falling down to below the heart. Vaksha Sthala. Alulayita Kesha Ardha Vakshaha Sthala Vimanditam. So Sthala Vimanditam. So it is below the chest, it is flowing down up to that area. The hairs are falling down. So the mother's formation, the Holy Mother's meditative, they sing how mother is being Alulayita Vaksharda Kesha Vakshaha Sthala Vimanditam. Shweta Vastra. Now we shall chant that. Alulayita Alulayita Keshardha Keshardha Vakshaha Vakshaha Sthala Sthala Vimanditam Vimanditam. We will join some of the words so that we can easily pronounce it. Alulayita Keshardha Alulayita Keshardha Vakshaha. All the words will combine. Alulayita Keshardha Vakshaha Alulayita Keshardha Vakshaha Sthala Vimanditam Sthala Vimanditam. Now all together we will chant together. Alulayita Keshardha Vaksha Sthala Vimanditam. Will you please chant it? Alulayita Keshardha Vaksha Sthala Vimanditam. Okay, we'll go to the next line. Shweta Vastra Vritardangam. Shweta Vastra Avrita Angam. Shweta Vastra Avrita. Shweta Vastravrita. Shweta Vastravrita Ardhangam. So Shweta Vastravrita Ardhangam. Shweta Vastravrita Ardhangam. Hemalankara Bhushitam. Hemalankara Bhushitam. So Shweta means white. Vastra means cloth. Avrita means covered. Angam means body. So Shweta Vastravrtardhangam. So the body is covered by white cloth, sari. Then Hemalankara. Hemalankara Bhushitam is decorated by golden ornaments. Hemalankara Bhushitam. So she has a golden ring, she has a golden chain. That's why Shweta Vastra, the white colored sari, is being covering the body. Shweta Vastra Vritardhangam हेमालंकार भूषिताम. You chant it. Shweta vastravrtarthangam hemalankara bhushitam. Shweta vastravrtarthangam hemalankara bhushitam. So we shall continue in the next session because we have already completed our time. I will close today's session with the prayer. Om Priyatam Pundarikakshaha सर्वयज्ञेश्वरो हरिः तस्मिन् तुष्टे जगत्तुष्टं प्रीणिते प्रीणितं जगत्. हरिः ओम तत्सत्. श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. नमस्कार. थैंक यू. ओम नमो नारायणाय.